The way, the process that I do, I myself don't really work on computer. The way I make the design and the way I process the process of making a new design is basically very primitive, I would say. Like we really continue to paint by hand. We really draw the design by hand. So I think a lot of it stay in the final design. I had commission from the tourist minister in Israel, and they asked me to do a certain work for the best tourist businesses in Israel. So I did something, and it won in the context. There was a context to offer this commission, and I made something that they really liked. They ordered for me 50 pieces. I hanged it in my studio. It was paper cut. My friend was one of the first people to bring a laser cut machine to Israel. So I started to do that work with him. And every second person that came to the studio, because I used to make only ceramics, any second person that came to my studio say, why don't you make for me Ketubah? And after the 10th person, I said, why don't I would make Ketubah for that? The ceramic Ketubah is made of leaves that give the shape of a heart. It's with pastel colors. The first layer is off-white, and the second layer is a pearl color, and the third layer is a silver color, and all together they come out and they give like a deep three-dimension feeling to the Ketubah. I think Ketubah.com is a good example of good business. Their website is really very good, and it's very easy to work with, very clear, and it's the same way that they're working with their supplier, the same way that they are working with their client. They have a big selection, very beautiful selection, and they are easy to work with also for me and for the client. And I think they're always trying to be advanced and to make new things and to find a new way to. It has a lot of detail, and you have to be aware of all of this detail and not to miss anything. And it seemed like they're controlling all the detail that has to do around that. So I feel very good working with them.